Today, I will talk about Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers game plan. Part 1, Dodgers, baseball is a game of scoring points. Another new game must already be played today. Are the Dodgers hitting like crazy today? Are they showcasing their usual scoring power today? If so, I would be glad. However, although it is already a story of the past, I am going to talk about what is necessary to win through the season with overwhelming strength. So please listen to me. The Dodgers lost to the Padres 0-1 in the game on May 19, Japan time, in which Yoshinobu Yamamoto started. Yamamoto allowed a run, but conceding runs acts as a trigger for him. Although Yamamoto tends to give up runs almost every time, he has a unique characteristic where his pitching power increases after allowing a run, and he shows wonderful pitching after conceding points. This is his unique tendency. Normally, if a pitcher allows a run, they would feel down, get shaken, and give up even more runs, but Yamamoto is strong after giving up a run. It was a wonderful pitching performance. However, unfortunately, they lost the game. The cause of the defeat was the Dodgers' batting lineup. They cannot capitalize on their chances. There are far too many double plays. They are wasting opportunities way too much. Chances to score do not come around that often, especially in front of a pitcher who is in perfect form like King. The entire team needs to work together on how to score runs. In the situation in the sixth inning, while the leadoff hitter Pages reached base with a hit, Teoscar Hernandez, who followed, hit into a double play. Why didn't Roberts make Teoscar bunt? Why didn't he give instructions to advance the first base runner, Pages? It is beyond thoughtless. After Teoscar fell into a double play, the next hitter, Ha-Seong Kim, hit a single. If Teoscar had not hit into a double play in that situation, but had instead hit a grounder to advance the runner or move Pages to second base, Pages might have returned to home plate on Kim's single, making the score 1-1 and tying the game. Alternatively, if it had been 1 out with runners on first and third after Kim's single, the next hitter, Ohtani, hit an infield single. So Pages, who would have been the third base runner there, would have returned to home, and it might have become 1-1. Baseball is a game of scoring points. Trying to just hit the ball hard without thinking about the situation is not the ultimate goal. Baseball is a game of scoring points. The Padres starter, King, was delivering a truly wonderful pitching performance. He hardly allowed the Dodgers lineup to get consecutive hits. That is exactly why they could not connect it to scoring. In that case, although it might be a detailed strategy, they should have somehow managed to bring Pages home, who got on base with no outs in the sixth inning. Everyone should have become united in the effort to bring Pages back to home plate, right? Why, in such an important situation, did Teoscar just swing hard normally, hit a second base grounder, and naturally fall into a double play? A game where teams contest for a single point. In this kind of game, the Dodgers precisely had to win against the Padres. I watch the Dodgers games every year, but during the season, thoughtless baseball really stands out. There are many parts where I think, why? What was Roberts thinking on the bench? Batters are not always in good shape every time. Teoscar is a player who also hits into many double plays. Considering how good King's condition was for the Padres, wasn't it necessary to take a strategy to go get runs even 1 point at a time? That aspect was lacking in the Dodgers. That is exactly why they lost. I will say it again. Baseball is not about hitting a hard ball as the ultimate goal. The sport called baseball is a game of scoring points. The team that scores even 1 more point than the opponent wins. To score even 1 more point, is it enough just to swing the bat powerfully against the ball the pitcher throws? Will that bring results? Can the team win with that? In reality, the Dodgers lost to the Padres. I want them to reflect deeply on this. If all batters were in good shape and got hits every time, and runs were always scored in scoring opportunities, then strategies would not be needed. There would be no need to be conscious of or attempt detailed baseball to get 1 point. All batters could just swing hard regardless of the situation. However, the reality is that batters are also human, and they have ups and downs in their condition. Their condition changes every day. If the opposing pitcher is in good condition and they cannot score runs easily, the entire team should think about and attempt to conquer the opposing pitcher. Aim for scoring points. Such an attitude was not seen in the Dodgers. I want them to reflect on this and understand the sport called baseball once again. Although they are a team that has won consecutive World Series championships and I respect them, the game against the Padres was clumsy. I hope they will change their mindset and aim for victory as one united team. Part 2, relieved to see Shohei Ohtani's usual self returning. Although there is no home run from Shohei Ohtani, his usual self can be seen, and I am relieved. In the game against the Padres on May 19, Japan time, he played a great role with 2 hits and 1 walk. I just want Shohei Ohtani to showcase his baseball greatly on the field anyway. As a batter, when he could not get the results he wanted, I think he worried in his own ways about various things. However, he has beautifully made a comeback. It is not a complete recovery yet, but the kind of aura Shohei Ohtani used to have in the batter's box can now be seen. As I always talk about on this broadcast, when Ohtani stands in the batter's box, hold a glove and wait in the outfield stands, I think we will be able to see his home run very soon. Looking at Ohtani's at-bats, his impatience has disappeared. He looks calm, quietly regulating his breathing, and handling his at-bats. I think this represents Ohtani's state of mind. But he says that everything is decided by the stance taken when attempting to hit in the batter's box. When the pitcher is about to throw the ball, the batter sets their stance before handling the ball. And he means that the condition of hitting is decided by the quality of that stance. It is also a unique assessment of Ohtani's. But it would not be rare for a genius hitter. The important point in hitting for him is the stance. That stance must be fitting well for him now. When the pitcher throws the ball, I feel that Ohtani's expression has room to spare. This means he is gradually returning to the original Shohei Ohtani. He is piling up tremendous efforts in places unseen. That is exactly why he hits more than 50 home runs for 2 consecutive years. Also, as a pitcher, he boasts the top performance in MLB. Previously, because of his severe batting slump, I even worried if it might be brain fatigue. But now, hits are recorded in games. And we can see Ohtani playing desperately to contribute to the team. Just that alone is a happy thing. But I believe that the unicorn will naturally awaken by the time this broadcast is airing. Perhaps Ohtani might have hit a home run. To that extent, Ohtani's condition is rising. Therefore, what we can do is just pay attention to his play and quietly watch over him. He will surely show us his figure of producing many home runs from now on. That is all for today. Thank you very much.